Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Dana and today I'm going to be starting Lacey, who is a 1-year-old golden retriever, on the dog walk. So how you start the dog on a dog walk is off the dog walk. You take a panel that moves a little bit, set it on the ground, that way you're simulating the shakiness of when the dog is on top of the dog walk on the ground where it is safe. It is a whole process. The next step would be take the other panel off, make it twice as long, have the dog run on both of those, then lower the dog walk at the lowest height possible and slowly work up from there. Once your dog is consistently running from one end of the dog walk to the other when it is on the floor. We do not want them cheating. Even if it's right on the floor, we want them to know, okay, I have to keep my paws on this the entire time. Starting off, however, I'm just showing her that going up on that surface is rewarding because it is unstable, it is scary. Her paws have never touched something like that before. She's a very good dog, but she hasn't been exposed to a lot of things. She lives a very nice, quiet life. So when her owner let me watch her, she said, please start her on new stuff because she does get squirrely. And like I said, I didn't throw her into any of these agility things until she was pretty comfortable. But look at how she cheats. She doesn't want to put her paws on there. Yay, good job, you're doing it. And then I grab her collar to hold her hand because, like I said, I built trust with the collar game. The collar game is very important. I don't want your dogs fighting having the collar grabbed, and she gets lots of pets and attention for being at the end of the dog walk. And then I let her off. We're not making her walk to the end right now. She did so good. She was so brave. Yay, Lacey. And honestly, I did this pretty much right after I did the agility jumping because that was a stressful experience for her, and I wanted to end it on a little bit more of a positive note. The jumping was definitely more difficult than the dog walk for her, I would say. So this video is a little bit shorter because she did make more strides in my opinion. So this one, I feel like you will see more progress right off the get-go. So look at, she already confidently put her foot on there. The movement still startled her. It's okay. Rebound. Look at how she rebounded and worked past it. Putting her back legs, she still stretches out. That's okay. Then I help her out. I guide her, I hold her collar, she wants to bail, that's okay. I'm not gonna force her yet. And like I said, even when I'm forcing her to do something, it's more encouraging, pushing her to work past that fear. But ultimately, if she really doesn't want to, I can't make her. I don't want to make her. I don't want agility to be boss, 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 boss. I want her to want to. So I let her process that, let her sit down, whatever. And if she wants to shimmy down, there we go. What a good dog. So that was by far the most steps she put on there. That's very good of her. And I just don't want her to jump off the side. I want her to take it all the way through, just walk in a straight line. So now I'm starting her on the other side, which is now scary because she's doing it from the other side. She's never started on that side before. And look at how well she did that all the way to the other side while it's wobbling. This is also great teeter-totter practice too, because it wobbles like a teeter-totter. An excellent experience for her to experience. She's doing so well, and she's still avoiding that hopping on, and she did cheat a little bit, but I don't care. She was much more confident. Like I said, when you're starting off like this, you just want to build that positive association and help your dog rebound from that surprise so that it doesn't turn into a surprise anymore. So see, she's avoiding the end because that is where most of the movement happens. And she's perceptive enough to pick that up. But I don't care. She's consistently pushing herself to go on at some point, but then when she passes that middle threshold, then I make her restart again. And I'm just leading her with a treat. Now I'm going to hold her hand a little bit and just help her get up on there. Like I said, I understand the end is scary with that movement, so I'm not going to force her to start on the end, but I'm also not going to let her keep on avoiding either because I don't want to enable or encourage that fearful avoidance. I want a confident, indifferent dog, not a fearful, avoidant dog. So I'm going to help foster that. She's allowed to be afraid, but we still have to work through it together. This is about building trust. Just like a kid. You don't want your kid to be scared and give up. You want them to, okay, I'm scared. I'm going to go to my parent and we can work through this together. That's what you want with a kid. It's the same with a dog. Dogs are toddlers. They literally have the intelligence of a toddler. So a lot of these things, obviously, you handle it differently, but you work through it as if you're working through it with a toddler sometimes. There we go. Look at that. So I was really pushing her to put her foot on there. And after this, I called it quits because this was so successful. So thank you so much for watching, liking, and subscribing, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.